And it's my pleasure to now introduce the County Executive from Ulster County, County Executive Hein.
Thank you very much.
Got a promotion. You almost moved up. Excuse me.
Thank you, County Executive Mangano, and thank you to Governor Cuomo for that excellent presentation. I think it's important that we all collectively come together for this important conversation. As we all know, property taxes in New York State are simply unsustainable. In Ulster County and all across our state, high property taxes have stifled businesses, hurt our families, and ultimately convinced New Yorkers to leave their home state for more tax-friendly alternatives. Property taxes are literally kicking New Yorkers out of their homes. It is a problem that has persisted for years, and we are here today to stand with the governor and to say to the people of New York that we will not allow property taxes to jeopardize their future any longer. As the governor said, a large part of the reason why we have such high property taxes is that we simply have too much government. It's a simple equation. Lots of government plus overlapping services equals high property taxes. That's why the governor has made right-sizing state government a priority. And the historic property tax cap enacted by Governor Cuomo in 2011 encouraged local leaders to do better at living within our means, and we have. In Ulster County, we've embraced the governor's vision of innovation and change, and as a result, we're a full 1/3 smaller. Taxes are down, and we've instituted the largest reduction in government spending in our history. And through shared services and thoughtful public-private partnerships, we've simultaneously ensured more essential services than ever before. So it's possible. And I'm very excited to hear that, again, that our taxpayers in the communities have been able to contain taxes will be eligible for a rebate. All over the state, mayors and county executives like myself and County Executive Mangano have worked together to provide effective shared services for our people. That hard work has already helped to stem the rise of property taxes. Now we must continue our progress and undo the damage done in the past instead of only preventing it from getting worse. This year, the governor has offered a tax cut proposal that paves the way for continued cooperation between state and municipalities, and in the end, lowers taxes for all New Yorkers. We commend him for making this a top priority, and his approach is focused on the root of the problem. Because property taxes are both a state and local issue. That's why we followed his lead in Ulster County, working to create a more efficient government that puts less stress on the wallets of our taxpayers. That's also why I am here today, to thank Governor Cuomo for spearheading this issue. I stand shoulder to shoulder with him in his fight to lower property taxes. And as county executive, I know that this focus is right for the people I represent, and as a New Yorker, I know it's critical for the people of our entire state. Thank you.
Thank you. Very well said, as usual, and I'd like to thank County Executive Hein and County Executive Mangano. They both point out an interesting point, which we hadn't discussed, frankly, before. We've been calling the first 2 years a freeze, that it would be a 2% credit from the state, which would compensate for the 2% increase that we assumed local governments would make, staying within the tax cap. Both County Executive Mangano and County Executive Hein point out they're not raising their taxes 2%. Their taxes are already frozen. In those counties, the 2% credit from the state would actually be a reduction. So it would actually be a credit below zero, a reduction on the taxes. And I asked them both, I can't remember the last time you saw a cut in property taxes. So it really would be something special for those communities. And again, this is common sense. You know, the economy's been tough for a number of years. This is what every family has had to do, every business has had to do. Rethink how you run your household, rethink how you run your business, and get rid of the waste. And when you look at a map and you see 300 overlapping governments in one county, you have to say to yourself, well, I hope those 300 governments are working together to figure out how to save money. I'm sure they're meeting all the time saying, how do we share services? How do we share back office? How do we cooperate on purchasing? That's what this is, because they're not doing it now to the extent they need to be doing it. And that's certainly statewide. So with that, let me turn it over for any questions for myself or any of my colleagues.